we breathed again, because once we were outside, if you like, the firing line, and I was so grateful that there was no nearby airfield so that we could decompress ourselves, sort ourselves out. I got my ship's company organised, as the other two commanding officers did, sort out their in-ship's company into a routine of training as much as we could do on board the QE2. And the three commanding officers, there was me, Alan West, who was commanding Ardent, and David Hart-Dyke, who was commanding Coventry, and we commanding officers discussed, debated, worried, agonised over the decisions that we had made. Were we right? Were we wrong? Did we do this? There was a lot of talk, but thankfully it was so good to have two other commanding officers with me, so that I didn't have to agonise by myself, if you will. So we all had similar responsibilities, and that was a great relief. And when we eventually returned home on the 11th of June, by that stage we'd already submitted our reports of what had happened to our ships to the Commander-in-Chief, knowing that there would be a board from Quarry, which I mentioned earlier. And we were greeted by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, and I think a couple or three jet aircraft that flew low overhead and gave our hearts a different form of flutter, as you can imagine. And as we entered Southampton, there were a couple of what I call budding Erica Rows. Erica Rowe was a young woman who displayed all at a rugby match at Twickenham in only January 1982. So that brought a smile to our faces. And then we were met, of course, by our families, and then life continued for a bit.